Hey guys, welcome back to Cornerfield Farm. I just wanted to get you caught up on what we have going on in the kitchen. We took all of those ripe tomatoes and juiced them down and made 16 quarts of tomato juice. And of course we have to do something with that. What do? We make spaghetti sauce. That spaghetti sauce has been cooking down and now it's time to get it canned up. That's what we're working on today in the kitchen. Here is our beautiful sauce. It is ready to put into these jars. So we're going to get that put up today and get that ready for the pantry. I thought I would bring you guys along. I hope you can see what we have going on here. We've got the lids simmering in some hot water. We've got this sauce that's been cooked down and seasoned and it is ready to go. It is pretty thick, like you would want spaghetti sauce to look like. These jars have all been washed and sanitized according to the manufacturer's instructions. So we are just going to get this sauce moved from here into these jars while it is hot. And it is hot, as you can see. It is still boiling and we are going to do this. This is hot, and this is hot. So we need to be very careful and get this all poured in. We're gonna leave about 1 inch of headspace in these jars. I usually fill them up to about the bottom of this rim. And we try to fill as many of these jars up as possible, but I don't put the lids on until I'm done, just in case I have 1 or 2 that I need to take a few little bits from. Hopefully I have enough jars clean and ready, because I hate to have to stop and go get more. I had no idea how to can the first time I had ever done this. Believe it or not, my husband had done this before growing up with his mother in the kitchen. And so when we first started growing food together in our backyard and talking about putting it up, I was terrified of canning. I thought we were going to get botulism and die. He laughed at me and he said, "Oh, that's so simple. I grew up doing that with my mom in the kitchen. I know how to do that." And we went to Walmart and bought some jars. And he taught me how to do it because he learned how to do this as a child. So there you go. Something to pass on to your own children. And I do this with my son now. He has learned how to do this. He helps me all the time. Now that we're homeschooling, we get to cheat and use these as homeschool lessons. Is that cheating, really? I'd say these are life skills. I wouldn't say that's cheating. They're very valuable life skills. I was certainly lucky that my husband knew how to do it. I think we're gonna have enough jars here. And maybe 1 little tiny bit of extra sauce that we'll stick in the fridge and we'll use up really fast. I'm just gonna, hope you can, just gonna pour that in there. And there's just a little tiny bit left in there. We'll use that for a pizza or something tomorrow for lunch. I think I can top this one off a little bit. Probably get a little bit more in there. Maybe a little bit more in there. It's not rocket science. Try to get a little bit more in there. Hey, looky there. We got it all used up. Now we're going to take our clean towel and move these out of the way. You want a clean towel. This is very hot. You want to make sure these are clean and dry. Use your magnetic wand that comes with a kit. Get your hot lid out. Place your lid on, and these rings need to be just finger tight. Next, oh, you know what I forgot to do? It would have been a tragedy. I've done this before. Got in a hurry. And a pro said, oh, you know what she forgot to do? Get the air bubbles out. And if I hadn't done that, this jar wouldn't have sealed. You get in a hurry, and those jars won't seal. It's real easy to miss a step. Because I'm thinking, I gotta hurry and get these jars done. It's already 4:30. I haven't even started dinner. And I need to get these in this water bath so I can get dinner going. They only take 10 minutes, but you know how it is when you have other things on your mind. Now, let's take our clean towel and clean that off and start again. That jar is hot. Sometimes this will be so hot that it'll seal on its own. And that's okay. Some people will call it done and let it sit. What you want is there's a little bubble on top. Whew. Right here. You need that to seal. And that will naturally happen as this jar starts to cool. If that doesn't happen after 24 hours, you're going to have to stick that jar in the refrigerator. And that's the jar that you're going to need to eat within a couple days. Some people say a week. I guess it depends how old your tomatoes are to begin with. And these do not have to be pressure canned. These will only need to be water bath canned because they have a higher acid content. Which you can also do with pickles, jams. But things like squash and green beans, those things have to be pressure canned. They do not have enough acid. Those things would make you sick if you did not pressure can them. So you would need a pressure canner, not a water bath. But if you want to get your feet wet with canning, there are lots of things that you can can without a pressure canner. Just a big pot and some water. As you will be able to see, you could go right to Walmart and get you some jars, make some tomato sauce, and stick these right in a big pot of boiling water. Stick it in your pantry. And these would be good for a really long time. They recommend not to keep them for longer than 18 months, but I have seen people keep them for much longer. This pot over here is boiling. We're going to put these jars in this boiling water, and they will cook. Once it starts to boil again, They will boil for 10 minutes. The water needs to be over top of the lids, so if it doesn't go over the lids, we'll need to add a little bit of water. It looks like I need to add about 2 inches of water. Let me bring in so you can see. So I'm going to add just a little bit of water. All right, here we go. Just a little bit. We'll let that return to a boil. Shouldn't take it but a minute, and then we'll come back in 10 minutes. Alrighty, my timer has just gone off. So let's get this heat cut off and get these jars moved. Woo, that's hot. Get these jars moved out of this water bath. They'll need to sit still for 24 hours. Then what I usually do is wipe them down. We have hard water here where I live, and it tends to leave a bit of a residue, like a white hard water stain on my jars and lids. I will wipe those off with a little vinegar towel. Take the rings off after I make sure everything's sealed well. And then I will label it and put it in the pantry. I do not store my jars with the rings on. These. And I take these off and put them away in the with my Canon supplies. I don't know that's necessarily necessary. I've read mixed reviews. Some say you can leave them on, some say you shouldn't. I err on the side of caution and go ahead and take the rings off. That way, if I have a failure on a seal, the ring doesn't hold the lid on. It goes ahead and, oh, did you hear that? That means it's sealing. Now we just need to hear a few more of those pop. They'll cool all the way off. I let them sit still overnight. And like I said, I'll wipe them down, take the rings off, and then I'll get them labeled, and they'll go in the pantry. And this is how simple it is to make your own spaghetti sauce at home. You can do this with pizza sauce, tomato paste, marinara, tomato juice, jams, pickles. Oh, there's another. We made candied habanero, no, not candied habaneros, candied jalapenos. Hello. The boss is demanding I stop videoing, take her outside. The last time I didn't listen to her, she peed on the floor. So guys, I guess I better wrap it up and take the boss out for a potty break. Anyway, that's how you can with a water bath. Thanks for joining us. And if you liked our video, be sure and give us a thumbs up. Thanks.